Hello, this is Sarah Braasch. Welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to do a quick impromptu video, and I wanted to talk about how Jonathan Holloway, a former Yale dean, has just been named the new president of Rutgers University, and he will be the first Black president, the first African American president of Rutgers University. And I just wanted to say that I think that this is absolutely fantastic. I'm thrilled for him. I think it's wonderful news. I'm very happy about this. And I just wanted to also say that I actually know Jonathan Holloway. He knows me. Not very well, but we know each other. He knows of me. We worked together at Yale when he was a dean at Yale. And we worked together on the Joyce Mitchell Cook Conference. And the Joyce Mitchell Cook Conference was a conference to honor the first African American woman to obtain a PhD in philosophy in the U.S. And her name was Joyce Mitchell Cook. And that conference was to honor her legacy and her work, her groundbreaking work. And Jonathan Holloway spoke at that conference when he was a dean at Yale. And so he definitely knows of me. We definitely worked together, interacted with one another. So he would be fully aware of my commitment to racial justice. And I would ask him to please speak out on my behalf and help me to save my life and career. And I wanted to take this opportunity to also say that we need people to speak out. You can't just, I know that everyone's terrified. I know that people are terrified of being the next victim of cancel culture and terrified of being the next victim of the moral outrage industry, the next person whose life and career is going to be destroyed for sport and for moral outrage industry profit and gain. And anyone who says that cancel culture isn't real and doesn't exist, you are a horrible, vile, terrible person. My life was destroyed. I almost killed myself again a couple nights ago. So for you to tell me that cancel culture doesn't exist, that's basically, it's awful. It's despicable. It's vile. I had to go into hiding for over a year. I almost killed myself an untold number of times. My lifelong human and civil rights, academic and legal careers have been destroyed. And for people to try to say that cancel culture doesn't exist is despicable and vile. And I know that persons on Twitter, such as that Yashar Ali, who followed me before the Living or Napping While Black hate crime hoax at Yale, and then immediately blocked me thereafter. So he participated in canceling me. So I know that he knows that cancel culture exists. But anyway, so I just wanted to use this as an opportunity to say that people who know, there are so many people, well, basically everyone who participated in the global defamation campaign against me that almost got me killed either knew that I was entirely innocent or should have known that I was entirely innocent. And there are so many people who knew that I was entirely innocent and didn't necessarily participate in the mobbing of me, the global vilification of me, but they didn't help. They didn't stand up and say, wait, this is crazy. I know Sarah Braasch. She's not a racist. She's not a white supremacist. She's not alt-right. She's not a Nazi. In fact, she has devoted her life to fighting against oppression in all of its many forms, including racism and she's actually engages in anti-racism activism. And so many of those people didn't say anything and still haven't said anything. They just stood by silently and watched me and my life be burned in grotesque effigy around the world, and watched me be torn to shreds, and watched me almost die. Watch me almost die. So I just want to say that's unacceptable. And I love the Yale faculty in the philosophy department and many persons in the law school. I love them so much. They fought tirelessly for me to save my life behind the scenes. Yale's general counsel told my then attorney that they were shocked. They were shocked by the way that the Yale faculty in the philosophy department and many persons in the law school fought tirelessly to save me. And so I'm not including them in this. But I needed people to stand up for me and to speak out for me and to save my life and career and to help me not die. And so many people didn't do that. And they knew I was entirely innocent. And that's not okay. That's not okay. Because what I want to tell you is that if you did that to try to protect yourself, you're going to be next. You are going to be next. Because I never in a million years could have believed that something like this could have happened to me. Not in a million years. I spent my entire life as a human and civil rights licensed attorney activist fighting against oppression. And if you had told me, I never could have imagined that this could have ever happened to me. And if this can happen to me, it can happen to absolutely anyone. It can happen to you. Spending your entire life as a human and civil rights activist will not protect you. It didn't protect me. It didn't protect me. We have to stand up for one another. We have to stand up for one another. We can't allow the moral outrage industry to drive one more innocent person to suicide. We can't allow it. We can't allow cancel culture to drive one more innocent person to suicide, to destroy one more innocent person's life. Please help me. Please help me secure justice. Please help me restore civil liberties, including due process and free speech at Yale and campuses across the U.S. and everywhere. Please help me stop the moral outrage industry. Please help me sue them. Please help me sue the New York Times, CNN, MSNBC, all of them. The list goes on and on. Please help me sue Yale. Please donate to my legal fund. My PayPal, me, and GoFundMe links are below. And thank you so much for everything. You are literally saving my life and career. And we're going to get through this moment of insanity, cultural insanity, and mass delusion. We're going to get through it together. But we have to support one another. We have to defend one another. We have to stand up for one another. So please do that for me. And my PayPal, me, and GoFundMe links are below. And thank you so much for everything. Your kind words, your donations, your support means the absolute world to me. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.